Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for downloading this episode of We Got This with Mark and Hal. It's Hal here. This show was recorded live in Philadelphia as part of the Philly Podcast Fest. We were so excited to be there. We were so excited to have a crowd there to experience the show, and we hope you enjoy it. If you do and you haven't done this yet, please go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and a review. Those reviews are important. The more of them we get, the closer we get to actually having We Got This official merchandise available all the time, in addition to that really cool poster that you can find in the Max Fun store. But for now, please enjoy this episode of We Got This with Mark and Hal. Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle once and for all. Clean Slate 13.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcast should have a theme song. Podcast should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
What's up, Philly?
Hello!
Holy moly!
Wow!
Wow, there's so many of you, I can't even see a single face.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia freedom.
I thought that the Eagles Super Bowl parade was a large turnout. And
Yeah,
then
but
this
turns out we
blew
got
the
this
roof
with Mark
off the
and
front.
Hal.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the show, everybody. We are here today to settle some disputes, some things that people may have argued about online, maybe things that people have made barguments out of. We are here to provide objective answers to subjective questions. Isn't that right, Hal?
That is correct, Mark.
And we are here in your hometown.
We are here, the place of my birth.
Yes.
Where my heart still lives.
Well,
and beats like
but
the
wait.
Declaration of Independence did.
But I live in L.A. where you are.
Yeah.
But your heart beats here?
Yeah, that's right.
That hurts.
That's why I'm dead inside. My heart is
Wait,
here.
did you just blame you being dead inside on the fact that I live in LA near you?
Pretty much.
All right.
And also that my heart is kept in a box under Reading Terminal Market.
Ooh.
That's fun. That's a fun
I
fact.
like their produce.
You can hear it beat when you get a roast pork sandwich from Dick's.
Oh, I do love a roast pork sandwich. I was introduced on this last trip to a roast pork sandwich.
Yes, with the last year.
The last time
festival.
we came out for the festival. Big thumbs up from John in the back of the theater.
Yes.
Yeah. Roast pork! Yeah, you guys know. So we're here today. We have multiple topics to discuss. That's right. You are here for a clean slate episode of We Got This. And this one makes me very excited because Hal knows, and longtime listeners will know, I love a binary. I love, when we are just pitting one thing against another thing. It's great when we do episodes that are the best of this, the best of that. But, there's something about a battle royale, I guess knowing that one of them is going to lose makes me happy.
You just like somebody suffering.
I just want
you
to
don't
make
care
sure.
who.
Look, when we do chickens versus turkeys, I don't care if chickens or turkeys suffer. I just want one of them to.
Are you the guy? You were really revealing yourself to be a horrific person.
Yeah, no, I'm a monster.
off the bat.
I think it's just that I'm a little warm, you guys.
You know
the French tuck is weird.
Is that it? It's not sitting
Weird.
well?
Do you guys know the French tuck?
Yeah. See?
Yes. You're doing it correctly.
I was explaining the French tuck as I learned it from Tan France.
Yeah.
On Queer Eye.
His name is Tan France?
Tan France.
All right.
He's the best.
So, Nice or Cannes.
No.
Those are Tan France.
Oh, how dare you.
The Riviera. It's beautiful.
Point is, you're doing his signature move for season 2, which is just tucking in the front of your shirt.
I want all
Which
those
does
queer
something.
eyes to look at me and go, hey, straight guy, good job. We have a bunch of topics to discuss. Shall we jump into this?
Yes.
All right. Our first topic is from Valerie Rogers, and it is highways or surface streets.
Why did you lean back like that?
I feel no, because I thought we covered this.
Did we?
I don't know. Paul, did we cover this with you?
No.
I thought we
yeah.
we did a
Paul,
this is Paul Saborin, everybody. Of
Paul
and
Saborin
Storm.
is here. No, we did not. We maybe covered this at some point. What did we say? Do you remember?
No, so let's
then
cover
we
it
can
now.
do it again.
All right,
For
highways or
live
surface
audience.
streets?
What did we say? Highways?
No, it's not about what we said now. It's what we say.
I'm
right
trying
now
to
in this
remember
moment.
if we. I don't think we said anything. I don't think we did this. I'm pretty sure.
I guess the question comes down to
brand new.
This feels like the same question we had with airplanes, with window or aisle.
Yes.
That question being, is it about efficiently getting from point A to point B and form over function, I guess? Like, cause I was saying with an aisle seat, I like to sit and work in an aisle seat. And Hal was saying, no, I like to sit in a window seat because you can see the world. And that's kind of what highways versus surface streets feels like, is do you want to just get from point A to point B quick? Or do you want to see the interesting things along Route 66, like The Thing, which if you've ever driven Route 66, you'll know that The Thing is a weird mummy that is just inexplicably at a gas station in the middle of Arizona.
But Route 66 is a highway. It's U.S. Highway 66.
Yes, but I guess
Chicago to Los Angeles.
But it also has traffic lights and it goes through towns. I'm thinking a surface street versus an interstate, like where you get on, it's an artery and there are exits.
So it's solely judged on whether there are mystery spots or like
yes.
the world's largest.
My answers are all going to be based on whether there's a mummy there. So is there a mummy on the interstate?
It's made of mummies.
What?
Here's what you don't know about
the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
The Pennsylvania Turnpike, by law, 10% of every interstate road has to be made out of dead Egyptians. So you don't know you're encountering a mummy,
modern
but
dead Egyptians or ancient dead Egyptians?
You know, at a certain point they're going to run out of the ancient ones, and then we're really going to cross an ethical road. But there are tons. All you have to do is go into one of those pyramids, and they just like fall out of the walls.
It feels less like crossing an ethical road. Like an ethical road is, well, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. Let's see. This is like an ethical freeway several lanes deep that if you cross that, you have crossed a threshold, my friend.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen on a freeway?
The weirdest thing I've ever seen on a freeway was, I shouldn't say it on this show because it's a family show.
What was it? A bunch of curse words?
It was.
Can you describe
You want to bleep this out for the people listening here?
Can you use kitty words?
There were cars swerving around a dildo in a lane like it was a road cone. Like it was a disabled car in the middle of a lane and people were like, no! Driving around it.
Nobody would run over it?
No one would run over it.
Would you have run over it?
I swerved around it too.
What were you afraid of?
I don't want to run over that. That could hurt.
Hurt what?
I don't know. Like in my brain, it was like when you see someone get kicked in the nuts in a movie and you're like, ooh.
Mark,
the idea of one getting run over with multiple cars.
If a sex toy could cause that much harm to a rubber tire.
It wasn't about hurting my car. It was about I don't want to run over that.
You don't want your car to get cooties.
Yeah, exactly.
From the highway dildo.
Now, if there was a dildo with a condom on it, I would have driven right over that thing. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in the middle of a freeway? I turned this right back around on you.
It's not as weird as a bunch of people swerving around a marital aid.
I don't know why they were swerving.
One time I was driving north on 95 on my way back from downtown out to Montgomery County here, and I saw somebody zoom past me and they got on at one exit and off the next exit, and they went very fast and drove very accurately, which seems normal except for the fact that the car was in reverse.
What?
The person drove backwards, got on 95 and off 95, full on driving in reverse, and I could not believe what I was seeing.
Were you facing, like if you were driving, were you looking at their windshield, or was the back end of their car coming at you?
Like they zoomed past me, so I was a lane over.
They zoomed past you. How slow were you driving that reverse was going faster than you?
How fast were they driving? It's not like a car that goes in reverse. I don't think there's a governor.
It's got one gear in reverse.
It was going pretty fast. It was moving.
All right.
It was moving real fast.
You guys be very careful on the roads.
Out there. I think it was in like rush hour. I think there were a lot of cars out there, but it got through safely. I can only imagine what happened was that it came into the street and encountered a dildo, and then got so spooked that they were like, and
pulled out that emergency brake and spun out. Yeah.
Yeah. But surface streets seem, I get the idea of like you'll encounter more of America and you'll see places you haven't seen before and you'll have little, side adventures. Mm-hmm. But I also think about the original National Lampoon's Vacation where they wind up in a neighborhood where they don't want to be and they get their hubcaps stolen.
Right.
which is not, you can also wander, especially in LA where we live, you can be in a very nice neighborhood and then in a terrible neighborhood,
Right.
block to block. So part of it is the highway is efficient, but is it also safer?
I don't know. I guess what it comes down to for me is, can you get where you need to go only using surface streets, which is a resounding yes. Can you get where you need to go only on an interstate, and unless the place that you're headed is standing next to an exit sign, you are eventually going to have to go to surface streets.
Because we have a lot of other topics, I'll agree with you.
That's right. It is 17 minutes into a 1-hour show. No, but I mean, you see what I'm saying?
I get it. I mean, unless you're driving across like an arid part of Arizona or New Mexico,
Yeah.
where there is only highway and it was built to get you across quickly, you can get mostly where you need to go.
Right.
Especially in LA and maybe in other places. I don't know if it's like this in the DC, Virginia area, but where the traffic is the worst I've ever seen. If it's better to take surface streets sometime. You're constantly looking to get off of can I get off of the Beltway?
Right.
Is there a way to escape? Because once you're on a highway and you're stuck in traffic, that's it. You're trapped.
Yeah.
You're 100% trapped.
Yeah, on an empty freeway, you're good. But if it's anyway, if there's cars on either side of you that aren't moving and in front and behind, I would much rather be in a place where I can be like, well, I'm going to pull over and get guacamole until the traffic clears up.
Yeah. And now thanks to Waze, you're encouraged to take surface streets and
get to the good guacamole.
And you're encouraged by an app that does not care if you die making a left turn into 6 lanes of traffic.
Yeah. Though they're trying to fix that, I heard.
Are they?
I don't know. They should put a warning where it's like, turn left if you think you can.
Yeah, was that app created by Jigsaw?
Yeah.
This is the worst.
There is a key in the side of your brain.
Oh, no.
Here's a saw.
All right. Maud Rich and her
surface streets asked and answered.
surface streets
asked
are
better.
and answered. Surface
right.
streets win. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
to our mighty crowd of 90,000 people, we might be periodically coming to you going, I don't know, what do you think? And just feel free to yell at us. We have a mic right over here on the side of the stage. If someone gets so antsy that there's a point where they're like, just get up and go and yell at us at that mic.
Yeah, we had a 5:00 show and some of those people could not be contained.
No, not at
They're
all.
like, I'm going to talk at you about this right now.
Yep.
So we've created a mic.
Yeah. All right. Maud Rich and her 11-year-old daughter Samantha ask chickens versus turkeys. I believe I've been pretty clear about this one. No.
Go ahead. Tell
as
everybody.
long as one of them suffers, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's right.
No, chicken. Are we talking about chickens versus turkeys? I know this. I apologize if there are any vegetarians in the house. Are we talking about this as food or as animals?
I think it's food.
Okay.
How would you distinguish them as animals? If you had to say outside of how they look.
Well, I've met a turkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You became friends, like in college, you were roommates. And so I know a turkey. I can't eat a turkey.
I can't eat. No, I mean, we weren't
You've
friends.
never met a chicken?
I never met a chicken.
How did you meet the turkey? What do you categorize as meeting a turkey?
I think I went to a farm for a petting zoo day and we had a soulful moment looking in each other's eyes.
How old were you?
38. This was last fall.
I mean, turkeys are a lot more entertaining to me. I think they're funny when they walk.
I don't know.
The
Who has
big
the
round-
funning sound?
Big rotund.
Is it or like what's the comedy sound?
That's so played out.
I know. I'm going to do it anyway.
No, I'm not saying when you do it, but like that idea.
I think you said when I do it. That's what you were saying.
Because everybody thinks it's gobble, 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 but it's like, and that's harrowing.
Turkeys are fast too. I feel like as an animal, turkey wins. But
Sure.
as a food, I don't know.
There's too much chicken in the world that's eaten. Like a chicken is more prevalent. Turkey feels more like you get it. It's cold cut. Yeah. But like a
Sure.
warm turkey dish that's only Thanksgiving.
It's a heck of a lot more time consuming to make a turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey, like as culinarily, I feel like turkey generally winds up drier. The turkey breast is larger, so it's like you gotta kind of manage it.
Yeah.
And you wind up with drier food. Chicken, you can kind of do anything in the world with.
You see that as a weakness. I see that as a strength because that means it's gravy time.
Well, you only eat food that is tan.
I get to put gravy on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hal only eats tan food.
They're both tan.
Yeah. Grilled cheese, fries, mashed potatoes, chicken.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. Yeah, it's not. I saw you have a bite of guacamole. That's a green.
I did, and I just ate the chips.
So you didn't even eat the guacamole. You only ate the tan part.
We were at this restaurant, and they were like, we have a guacamole sampler. And they said like 4 different kinds of guacamole. And as I heard the things that were in it, progressively, I was like, it was more and more things I don't want. I just don't want. I don't want
Can there
them.
be a TV show called Culinary Adventures with Hal Lublin where you just drive around going to KFCs?
Yes, there can be. I swear I heard her say tahini juice. I don't want that in my guacamole.
How do you know? Did you try that one?
I don't want that one. And then then they brought it.
You know what? I'm going to have to grab a spoon and play airplane with you.
I like airplanes. I can eat airplane?
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can eat airplane.
Ooh.
You know what? Later tonight, we're going to probably wind up in a diner because you never let me go to a bar after the show. I'll airplane. I'll just, and whatever's on the spoon, you have to eat it.
I don't agree to that at all.
Yep. You guys all heard it. Hal agreed. Yay! 90,000 people can't be wrong. All right. But chickens versus turkeys. I feel like culinary wise, even though the late, great Anthony Bourdain did say that chicken is what you order in a restaurant when you don't know what to order in a restaurant.
Right.
It still feels like the thing that you can kind of do anything with.
And there is chicken in almost every culture. There's a chicken dish.
And nobody eats a weird meat and says, well, it tastes like turkey. So chicken is the meat barometer.
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered. It's
Meat
chicken,
barometer.
the meat barometer. All right.
This is a good one.
All right. Oh, hey, wow. Speaking of Haley Thompson. Jinx. You owe me a Coke.
No.
Haley Johnson asks, hummus versus guacamole. Are you going to keep doing this?
Are you going to keep doing this?
I'm so mad at you right now.
So mad at you right now.
All right. Hummus versus guacamole. You know what? This is the first time I'm gonna do this.
Oh, it's so easy.
We're gonna go. Did you say so easy?
Yes.
What is it?
I mean, if you can ask the crowd if you want.
I was gonna go.
Is this really like either like you can't decide?
I can't. I love them both. I want to go Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style and ask the crowd if you guys don't mind. Hummus or guacamole?
Thank you. Wait.
Way louder than hummus.
Who said hummus? Come here.
All right.
Will you come over to the mic, please, sir? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I want
Andrew,
understand.
get up here right now.
Yeah.
This is Andrew. Everybody
That's
say
right.
hi, Andrew. Yeah.
All right, Andrew, you were one of like 3 people I heard say hummus. I'm sure
Because I'm not sold on your guacamole idea.
I haven't even said anything about it yet. But go ahead, Andrew. You have the floor.
It's better.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. It's just, I mean, they're both kind of the same thing. It's just one is chickpea base and one is avocado base. And then you just toss some stuff into it and dip chips in it.
Sure.
Why are you?
I want to hear where you're going with this. What are you mad at me for?
I'm not mad at you.
Because I said
I'll tell you this.
guacamole?
I'll tell you this. Hummus. I don't want to be so quick to judge like you had guacamole.
That's what we do here. We're very quick to judge. Very quick.
That's fair. Well,
60 seconds or less.
it took us an hour and a half to decide if chili should have beans. So don't give me that. Hummus will last a heck of a lot longer than guacamole will. Okay. If you have a little tub of hummus in your fridge, you can go a week with that in there. But guacamole, you make it and it's got to be gone that day or it's going to turn into a brown, mushy mess. That said, fresh and in the moment, I might be with you.
Wait, hold on. Somebody...
Yeah, hummus is tan. You should love hummus.
I don't think that guacamole goes brown that quickly. I think somebody out there, are you just leaving it out on the counter and hoping for the best?
Yeah. Well, what else are the flies gonna eat?
Mark, let me tell you, we live in an amazing age. There's a device that's probably in your kitchen right now. It's like
a Ronco electric food dehydrator?
that and a cold house where food lives forever. The refrigerator.
Oh, right.
You
I
can
didn't
put
know
it
which
in there.
thing you were talking
It'll
about.
last a little longer.
No, I leave. You never put an avocado in the fridge, and the next day you're like, I can't tell where the outside is because the whole thing's brown.
Sometimes people in my home
Yeah.
will put bananas in the refrigerator, keep them fresh,
Oh,
and then they'll turn brown, and I'll throw them out, and I'll get in trouble for it.
Wait a minute.
I'll be like,
Jennifer puts bananas in the fridge?
somebody who I live with puts bananas in the fridge, and they get brown, and I throw them out, and then that person is like,
All right.
I was going to make a smoothie with those, and I thought, don't. You're welcome.
I think you
saved
need to, this unnamed person named Jen should listen to the original Chiquita Banana song, which goes, I'm Chiquita Banana and I'm here to say bananas have to ripen in a certain way. So you should never put bananas in the refrigerator. No, 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 no. And that is a real song from a real ad. And that's how you know you don't put bananas in the fridge.
So that they're not supposed to look like they have frostbite?
No. Do you want me to send her a link to that
No.
commercial, or do you want me to call her and just sing it to her?
It's not her. It's just somebody I live with. Somebody who is in my home. Could be anybody. Oh, she doesn't listen to this. It's Jen.
It's Jen. She doesn't
My
listen to the
wife.
show.
My wife does it.
So for shelf, so hummus wins for shelf life.
Okay.
I feel like hummus wins for variety because you can go and get a million different varieties of hummus. You can get bell pepper, you can get garlic, you can get the tomato basil. Clearly I've been to Trader Joe's recently. These
Sure.
are just all the Trader Joe's flavors. But you can do a lot more, I feel, with hummus than with guac.
You just came from a restaurant with 4 small cups of guacamole.
That's true,
One
I
of
did.
which looked like it had a coconut in it. What's that about?
It wasn't
But
a
you
coconut, it was manchego cheese. It's El Rey across the street.
There
guys.
you
It was
go.
lovely.
So this is why I would argue for guacamole.
Okay.
You can. It's more of an experience to make it. Like if you're making your own hummus, then you're just throwing like some chickpeas in the blender. Like you're blending
With a
it.
little tahini.
Yeah, you're not
There's-
doing like the
there's
hand.
an elegance.
I don't know. Does anybody here hand ground their own hummus?
Grind, hell.
Hand grind it? Nobody does. Because you know why? It would take forever. But you could put like a couple avocados in there. Get that up. A little bit of a diced tomato, some
You know what?
salt.
You are based on
And
both
nothing else.
that and nothing else. No cilantro.
No cilantro.
Does
No.
cilantro. Does anyone else in here have that cilantro tastes like soap thing? You have that?
One other person. I know it's me. I know
No,
it's
no, no.
me. I
That's,
don't-
and you have
I-
it. You just don't like it.
Yeah.
So it's
They're-
a genetic thing, right?
We're out there. We're underground right now, but our numbers
Yeah.
are growing.
But the resistance is growing.
Yes, that's right. But that's
so
why,
based on that and the fact that I do love going to a restaurant where they make tableside guacamole, the experience of that is lovely. I will join the rest of the room. Sorry, Andrew. I was with you briefly, but Hal had a good, and you, I know. There was more than just one.
Yeah.
But yes, it's guacamole, asked and answered.
Yes, that's
All right. Moving on to our third.
Oh, this
Heidi
is a good
Jensen asks by email, the Brady Bunch or the Partridge Family? Right? I mean, the Partridge Family played music. What was the Brady Bunch's talent? Whining?
You don't think the Brady Bunch has signature songs? Can you name 3 Brady Bunch songs right
Nope.
now? You can't?
There's a story of a man named Brady. That's one.
What?
Yeah.
Keep on, keep on,
Keep on
dancing
yeah,
on through. That's the Brady Bunch.
That's the Brady Bunch?
Yes. That's the Brady
I thought that was the
Six.
Partridge Family.
No. Whoa!
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. The Brady Bunch formed a band?
Yes, the Brady Kids. Yeah, they're the Brady Six. And
Guys,
then they,
I am suddenly realizing I'm terrible at this show. I am
know-
such a blowhard. I did not even know these things.
look, I've known all along, and that's what's important. No, yeah, that's the Brady Six.
Well, so the Partridge Family sang bum 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 bum. That
Yes,
was the Partridge
I
Family.
think I love you.
Yeah.
Get happy.
Wait, was that the name of the song? Or?
Yes.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. Did you think the name of the song was Ba 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 Ba?
I thought you were just telling me you loved me.
I do.
No, I love you too.
They're both kind of seminal shows about odd families.
Right.
I mean, the Brady Bunch is definitely a more. It's not like it's
the Brady Bunch is more
wholesome.
iconic, I feel, than the Partridge Family.
Probably a lot better known.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't know.
But I didn't know they made a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Greg had the was it Johnny Wonder? Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had his alter
Greg
ego.
Partridge.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding.
But there's something weird about Mr. Kincaid.
Who's
their manager, the Partridge Family's
Okay.
manager.
I'm out of my depth on this one.
I don't trust
obviously.
him. I feel like he stole all of that.
Does anyone else
fans'
know
money.
a ton about the Partridge Family and the Brady Bunch? Please jump in. I don't know.
Nobody
about this.
does. They're mysteries.
Yeah.
They're unknowable.
All right. So you know what? We're going to compare famous Bradys versus famous Partridges. How's that?
Okay.
There's Matt Brady, who took all those Civil War photos, versus that one partridge in that pear tree.
And there's Alan Partridge.
That's true. 2-1.
And Tom Brady.
Oh,
that's a mark.
2-2.
That's a mark against.
Oh, in Philly it is. Hold on
Brady's
a second.
back to 0.
Hold on a second. We're in Philadelphia. A Brady is the quarterback for the New England Patriots. I think we have our answer for this one. The panderiest answer ever.
The Partridge Family?
The Partridge Family. Asked and answered.
All right. The real reason why is because Laurie was Susan Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her braces picked up radio signals. Does anybody remember that episode? She got braces and they're performing shows. She's like, this is throwing me off. She was getting radio signals. I think she thought she was going insane. But it was just her braces. They were radio antennas.
All right. This is an interesting one. Sarah Pocock, friend of the show, wonderful animator, dear friend. Cloudy days or sunny days? Here's what's weird. I feel like anywhere else in the world or anywhere else in the United States would say sunny days. But we live in Los Angeles where can be oppressively sunny 300 some odd days a year. So you get a day that's cloudy and you're like, oh, thank God it's going to be a little cooler. I can kind of chill out a little. It's not going to be that blistering sun that we get a lot. That said, like, sunshine is one of those things that's universally known to be great, right? Like sunshine and rainbows and puppies. Like, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just listening. I'm taking all this in.
Because what? Because you know the answer and you're just waiting for me to be done?
No. Were you still speaking? No, I was taking in what you were saying. I was trying to figure out, because I know that there are people who love cloudy days.
Yeah.
They like cloudy days. They like rainy days. Someone I live with is a big fan of rainy days. Just a random person.
Is this the same person that puts the bananas in the fridge?
Hard to say. But like I like a rainy day. I do love, especially like growing up on the East Coast, like a summer, like when it would rain, you'd be on summer break and driving home and then you get like just a torrential downpour immediately. Even if it's an electrical storm, there's something about that I like. Like it's just maybe because my memory of it is better. Like I do remember one time driving in a car and being terrified that lightning was going to strike and take me to Valhalla where I belong.
You read too many comic books as a kid.
I think I read just the right amount.
Yeah, all right.
But sunny day, like I like sunny days. That's why people move to Los Angeles. They want sunny weather. They don't want to live they don't want to live somewhere where it's cloudy all the time.
I don't get excited about living in Los Angeles. I don't get as excited about a sunny day as when I lived in New York, or as excited about a cloudy day as when I lived in New York and would get excited about a sunny day. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Are you guys, a lot of you live in Philly, I assume, or nearby. Is there a consensus on this one? That was one cloudy, two cloudies, and everyone else sunny.
Yeah, when you live somewhere where the sun doesn't come out for a few months.
Yeah.
With autumn or even winter, like you're excited the first time the sun appears.
Right.
That's enjoyable. That means you can go outside, more outdoor activities. It's going to get warmer.
And sunshine makes a lot of things happen. It makes solar panels work and flowers and grass grow.
So much
and
science. Keep going.
People get tanner.
Yeah.
And
what are 3 more things?
Shut up, Al. Yeah, it's sunny days, right?
Yeah.
It's sunny days. Sunny days. That's asked and answered. All right.
Yeah.
Robert Monroe asks, corn or flour tortillas?
Now listen. Who in their right minds would prefer a corn tortilla to a flour tortilla? It's mealy.
When was the last time you had
Too much to
Doritos
chew.
flour chips, though?
Those are I'm talking
They're
about if I'm
tortilla
wrapping up-
based.
Oh, stop. Get out of here. Get out.
Seriously?
Are we really going? No, you have to stay.
Oh, okay.
I can't do this alone. You I'm not talking about chips. We're not talking about chips. We're talking about like a wrap, like for a burrito or for
Well, it
a
doesn't
taco,
specifically
like a soft
say
taco.
burrito.
Yeah, but you're stretching. You're
No,
so far away.
I know. I lean
gone.
back to do a bit, and now I'm far away, but I don't feel like returning. Not for now, anyway.
Fine.
Not until you know what?
Look.
So, all right. Hal, you're so far away. I have to come back. I'm so scared. Okay.
I feel like you get a corn tortilla when you have a problem with gluten. It's a dietary choice.
It's a required
That's
choice.
why it's there. Like I can't have flour because it'll give me the tummy rumblies. So I have to have this corn tortilla.
Is that true?
Not my choice at all.
Do you really?
No, not me personally.
Yeah.
I love flour tortillas. I like that they're softer and they're chewier in the good way.
Right.
Rather than like, this is going to take some work to eat.
Does it say that on your business card, by the way? Hal Lublin, chewy in a good way.
Yeah, it does.
I usually get, when I'm buying for home, I get there are low carb tortillas. Mission makes low carb tortillas that I'm like, oh, and it's at this point
it's just
now.
paper.
Yeah. Actually, I've eaten them so much. Like if you drink Diet Coke so much that a regular Coke tastes weird, I've eaten these tortillas so many times that a real tortilla, I'm like, that's not what a tortilla tastes like.
Are they flour or are
Flour
they corn?
tortillas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love corn, but corn tortillas.
I like a crunchy corn tortilla shell. Like a taco shell I enjoy. What do you mean what?
That's traditional.
Yeah, traditional taco shell. Yeah.
Yes, a traditional taco is a corn tortilla, but like a soft tortilla,
Like
flour.
a soft corn shell is traditional. A hard corn shell is Taco Bell. Both valid. And a stand-and stuff is the best tortilla. Do you know the stand-and stuff?
No.
Oh, dude. All right. I'm going to demonstrate with this. A stand-and, so here's a regular tortilla, right?
He's making a U shape.
I'm making
for
a
those of
U
you at
shape
home
with a piece of paper. A stand-and stuff tortilla looks like that.
Oh, it's got a flat bottom.
It's got a flat bottom. You just set it up, right? Yeah. Ooh, is the correct answer to a stand-and stuff tortilla.
Does it do the same thing when you bite into it, which is immediately fall apart and everything hits the plate?
No, you know what you do? You put your layer of cheese instead of on top, you put it on the bottom.
Oh.
That way when it cracks in half, the whole thing still stays together.
What a life hack, Mark.
Right, you guys? I will life hack your tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you should do a speech at like Hyatt's where you come out with the head like,
right.
I'm going to life hack your tacos today, people.
I will just life hack
House
the
music.
cheapest stuff in your life. That's what I do.
What's another tip?
Another cheap stuff life hack. I got one for you.
Okay.
Take a dishwashing detergent bottle, right? Rinse it out, cut a big hole in it, hang it when you plug your phone into the wall. Then you just set your phone inside. You got a little phone holder right there on the wall outlet. Boom. Cheap life hacks. There's a point when life hacks really just become hobo behavior. And you're like, I can't tell if this thing I'm doing is a life hack or if I should just go and buy the thing. It's $4. Like, why am I spending all this time building a thing that is $4?
Just based on that life hack,
Yeah.
I could only imagine you live on the set of Cats. Just a garbage dump where you're like, this old shoebox is a pillow now.
Look, I loved Cats. I saw it on Broadway twice when it was just there. Because they were the tickets you could most frequently get. Like, well, I couldn't get tickets to anything else. Guess I'm seeing Cats again tonight.
So would you really pick corn tortillas?
I feel like a flour tortilla is corn tortillas feel more traditional for like real like Mexican tacos where you got just two little corn tortillas, your carne asada, some onions, cilantro, I know you don't like cilantro.
Right. I get it.
But yeah, I feel like flour tortillas are more useful outside of Mexican food. Like if you want just like a lunch wrap or, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And you can't really get a giant corn tortilla to make, you know, those Chipotle sized burritos. Yeah, I feel like I wanted to give corn tortillas their due.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's flour tortillas.
There you go. Flour tortillas. Thank you.
All right. Flour tortillas. Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
All right.
All right.
Our next one, Brian Lance asks, best way to eat corn on the cob.
And you immediately said
those little plastic things that you jab in the end.
Completely missed it.
Right?
You completely missed it.
How did I miss it?
Well, that's how you hold it.
Yeah.
You don't eat it. You don't go like this and then it's in your stomach. At some point, you have to use your mouth to make corn go in.
What? I don't understand. Maybe I just don't understand this question. You seemed really specific. You were like, no, do you do it typewriter style or spinny style?
Yeah, exactly.
Did everyone know but me that was what the question was?
Yes. Did you really think that they were gonna be like, yeah, we were all confused about eating too?
I've known this crowd for 43 minutes, and I know that this crowd is always on your side. It's gotta be typewriter style, right? And then when you get to the end, you go ding and start over again.
Yeah, I like that better than doing the spiral style.
Yeah. And
making your corn on the cob look like Alfred E. Newman. You just put a gap in the middle.
Spiral style seems like it's eating corn on the cob for people with OCD. Like, I finished this section. All right, I finished this section.
Could be.
Working your way down.
Could be. But I think we should we eliminate cutting the corn off? Because then you're not eating corn on the cob. You've officially taken it off the cob. You're not eating it anymore. You might as well have a bag of frozen corn that you have heated up.
Look, when I am at an outdoor barbecue, I will get a corn on the cob, I will get a knife, and I will get a bowl. And then in a couple of minutes, I will enjoy my corn off the cob.
A couple of minutes?
Yeah, because you gotta saw them off there. It's a plastic knife. It takes a minute.
Sometimes you don't get a good cut and you lose some corn.
Yeah, sometimes you cut your thumb with a plastic knife. And then you get corn in your thumb.
Oh, you got corn thumb?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I meant to tell you before.
You have corn poisoning?
Oh, this is my last day. But I'm spending it with y'all talking about the corn poisoning that is going to kill me in moments. If I get up and walk away, it's like the 5-point punch from Kill Bill. If I turn around and walk away, I will just fall dead.
And turn into corn.
Yes.
It'll be like the Snapture, but
what do you think is is there a benefit to doing one over the other, or is it just the fun of it? Because if it's for the fun of it, the pretending it's a typewriter and saying ding every time you go back and starting over with a new row is my favorite.
Yeah, I like to eat it that way as well.
Do you say ding?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you guys say ding when you get to the end? Yeah, okay.
One person.
You will now. Yeah. Next time you have corn on the cob at a summer barbecue, you're going to be like, ding.
Another Gags life hack.
Another life hack.
Hey, you like typewriters, but you don't want to buy one? Just make the noise.
Yeah.
With your mouth.
That hobo eats a lot of corn. He says he's writing a novel. So dumb.
You can use an old baseball glove as a bowl.
All right.
You fill it with cereal and milk and then eat out of it.
I'm not filling it with cereal and milk. I'm filling it with guacamole because it's better than hummus.
And then I use a sardine tin as a spoon. Yeah, it's typewriter style.
Yeah, typewriter style is the best way to eat corn.
You don't have to do one row. Go ahead and take those gigantic bites.
That's true.
And enjoy all the corn.
Yeah.
Like a big typewriter.
Like you know that typewriter that types 3 rows of your novel at a time.
Just imagine that you're Shaquille O'Neal's typewriter and take giant big old bites.
Shaquille O'Neal can write a thing 3 rows at it. I can write a novel 3 rows at a time.
Sure he can.
Look, if LeBron James can remember every single second of his life, which is weird. Have you guys seen that? Go online and when people memory test LeBron James, he has this crazy memory. They did it at one of the post-game interviews. They were like,
multiple times.
So what happened in the second half? And LeBron's like, well, and then proceeds to run down the entire game. Like,
Yeah.
he's got that Mary Lou Henner brain.
Play by play. The same disease that she has.
It's not a disease.
No, it's not.
I don't.
No,
it's the world's most useful disease if it's a disease.
I met her once.
Yeah, I went on her podcast. She's wonderful.
Yeah, and Jennifer was with me, and she asked when we were married, and we told her. She's like, "All right, that was a Saturday. I know because my second marriage was that, and then it was a Tuesday."
Did she tell you what she was wearing?
She went into like a fugue state.
Did she tell you what you were wearing that day? Because that would have been even weirder.
Yeah, and then blood came out of her nose.
And then she went, like in Hereditary.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry. Spoilers.
All
right. So that is the best way to get corn on the cob is typewriter style. Ask and answer.
Yes.
All right. We're good on time. We got 3 more to get through, and then maybe we'll have time to do a little rapid fire.
Maybe we'll have one more.
Great.
I fancy that on Reddit asks college life versus work life.
College life.
No.
What? College life was amazing.
No.
You just hang out with your buddies and eat.
College.
And go watch movies and not really care.
College life is great. We're going to learn a lot about you and a lot about me right now.
Okay. Let's go.
I didn't realize this was going to be so revealing, but I'm not surprised that you said college. I'm not
college
surprised.
Life.
I get it. And I look back and I certainly enjoyed college as well. College is a great time in life, but I've enjoyed becoming an adult, even though there's more work and pressure, I feel more control over my life and more, license and agency than I ever felt when I was younger. Cause you're still in so much structure at that point.
Yeah.
In your life that when you get out, you're really like free and on your own and like learn who you are. Like you start to figure that out in college, and then it really undergoes the litmus test when you're out of school. And you have friends, you'll have friends from different points in your life that you'll retain and some who will fall away. I have friends in the audience who I've known, I think the 3 of you I met when we were 6. Is that right? And we're still, John I talk to all the time. I don't talk to Larry and Neil as much.
Why don't you talk to Larry and Neil
friends.
Anymore?
They shut me out. Shut me out into the cold. But I mean, those are friendships that have been retained. So It's not like those things are gone. And now there's more, there's just more. I think there's more to life after college. Like it keeps getting better. I think it always has the potential to get better. Go ahead. Counter argument.
I'm not. Well, that's a really good answer. I'm going to sound shallow, whatever I say.
No, you're not.
I like having a little card that I don't have to worry about when I hand it to somebody. I get chicken tenders.
You have that. It's called a debit card.
I liked it better when it was called a meal plan.
You like something?
I don't have a dry erase board on my door out front of my apartment anymore. Like, that would be awesome, right?
Could you imagine if you went to a restaurant and they're like, sorry, you've already had 20 meals here this month. Can't eat here anymore.
No, I do see what you're saying about the freedom that comes with being your own adult person. I just loved my time in college. I had a great time. I went to acting school, so every class was like, all right, today we're gonna be in the circus. And you're like, this school is awesome. So I never had to do anything that was really serious.
Did you have to no math classes?
No, we took one computer class. Yeah, you could take a math class or you could take a computer class. And by the way, computer class was like, here's how Windows 98 works.
Yeah, it was just that video
It was like, click on the start button.
Yeah.
And then open an app.
The whole class was watching that Jennifer Aniston Windows video.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the VHS tape that came out that taught the world how to use Windows. If you haven't found this, it is a treat.
Now your computer can print in just 10 clicks.
Yeah. So yeah, I loved college. I had a great time doing it. But like, I don't know, I guess getting older and having that freedom of knowing that your choices matter, the things that you do, in life become who you are. The choices you make are who you are, and it's not an institutionalized thing. I remember when I turned 30 years old, I was sort of lamenting. I was like, oh man, my 20s are over. I'm turning 30. And a buddy of mine was over at the house and she went, so the bar's higher, clear it. I was like, that's kind of a pretty awesome way to put that. So I like the low bar of college.
Sure.
But there is something nice about clearing the bar when it's higher. So,
just to put it a slightly different way.
uh-huh.
I spent college. I'll always be grateful to college because it's when I really figured out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Which is what?
Just be. No, I figured out what I love to do and what I wanted to do. I've spent my entire adult life doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I got to take that next step. So I'm always grateful to college life.
Yeah.
Or that being that age, those range of years. But work life
has to win. What do you guys think? Work life?
Oh no, I just made everybody depressed.
I know, right?
I'm sorry.
But there's still 90,000 of them.
Yeah.
That's right.
90,000 sad people.
All right.
It's like a Cure concert.
Charles Beers, right? Charles Beers, you have an awesome name. Beers. That is true. I writes Addams Family versus the Munsters. Thoughts, Hal?
Which one of them did get happy?
Oh, you don't know about Addams Family or Munsters?
No, I do. I love them both. I really love my favorite form of the Addams Family are the original Charles Addams comics that he did.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about Fred Gwynn.
Yeah.
Who's so great. His whole I'm going on an airplane. I love that performance. I like Jackie Coogan as Uncle Fester.
Sure.
They're both great, but for me, I'm a Munsters guy.
See, I'm an Addams Family guy. I feel like because I feel like there are two really interesting characters on the Munsters. And that's Herman Munster and Grandpa Munster.
Right.
But on the Addams Family, it feels like everyone is their own unique, distinct version of a super weirdo.
Right.
And they all have such this I feel the family love tighter on the Addams Family. You know what I mean? I feel that sense of it's us against the world, and anyone who isn't against us, great, please join. That sort of loving inclusiveness of the Addams Family, I always really liked. And the fact that they it wasn't that they knew each other were weirdos and were but that's okay. They were we know each other are weirdos and we celebrate that each other are weirdos. You know what I mean? I feel like I felt more of a sense of that on the Addams Family. The Munsters kind of felt to me why don't we take the universal monsters and make them a family structure? And then, that will be it. It felt like Munsters felt like a more packaged television show, right, where the Addams Family felt more organic.
I'll go you a step further on the Addams Family. I don't think that they think they're weird.
Yeah.
I think that they think that they are perfectly normal. They're just accept everything and everyone, even though people who aren't like them might, they're living they're not living their best lives, but that's fine, dear, that you're not like me. I think you make a very good point that they are none of them want to be anything other than what they are.
Right.
And they didn't need a normal person brought in. There was no cousin Marilyn to come in and be don't worry, everybody. There are regular people here too.
Yeah. America, you can love this show because it has a normie now.
Yeah. Plus just a hand.
Yeah.
Running around.
I mean, look, the iconic characters on Addams Family way outnumber. Cousin It. Hey, just a person made of hair. Sure. All right. Lurch.
Yeah. He played the harpsichord.
Right. And Jackie, you mentioned Jackie Coogan. I mean, who, I have been a huge fan of. I say this, I've been a huge fan of Jackie Coogan since The Kid, as if I was around during his early years when he was a child actor.
Oh yeah, Mark's a vampire.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew that.
If you haven't seen Jackie Coogan, who played Uncle Fester as the little kid in Charlie Chaplin's classic, The Kid, it is, shout out to that movie, one of my all-time favorites. So that personally for me, I love that. But yeah, I mean, Uncle Fester's amazing with the light bulb and, Wednesday and Pugsley. It's just, that family seems to me like the family I would more want to live as a part of than the Munsters.
All right. Addams Family. Asked and answered.
Family, asked and answered.
There you go.
You know what I say to that?
Good job.
Did-it-didn't. Awesome. Okay. Our last one. This one, come on. Various.
Have we
you
done
only
this
put
one?
this.
Because like 3 or 4 people put it.
I feel like you just asked this question
It's not,
one day.
I would tell you.
I feel like this was
What am
one
I
that
hiding from?
I don't know, but the like shower at night or in the morning. In the morning. You
Did we
get
do
up and
that?
wait.
Did we do
Yes.
that one already?
I think we did.
Paul,
this
did we
one
do that
already.
one with you?
Yeah, we did that
yeah,
with you.
We already did it, and we said the morning. No.
It's morning.
Yeah, it is morning.
Like if you shower at night, like, hold on, let me take a shower and then snore, fart, and drool for 8 hours and then go to work.
What kind of sleep are you having?
I have terrible sleep, you guys. This is really about me having terrible sleep patterns.
Do you sound
I
like
snore, fart, and drool for 8 hours a night.
you sound like one of those 4-button remote keychains you get at Spencer's Gifts? Just like
Hey, which button should I hit?
like a chimpanzee is
There's like
smashing
6
the
buttons on here that say fart.
Here's the grandpa fart. This will be great at the bachelor party.
So it's shower in the morning.
Yeah.
Asked and
Always.
answered.
Stop showering.
Always.
Stop showering at night.
Yeah, don't shower at night.
And if-
Shower in the morning.
If you do shower at night, you probably have to shower again in the morning.
Yeah, because you've been drooling and farting all night.
Yeah. Or not. Just
I don't know. I don't know
general-
why snoring would make you less clean.
I don't know either.
All right.
I'm interested to hear.
It's
I
shower
do-
in the morning.
Yeah. Asked
Right.
and answered.
Asked and answered. All right, we have a couple of minutes. We have this microphone open right here. This is
Wait.
the thing we like to. What?
Before that, I do have one extra topic
I forgot
that
about
I didn't
this.
put on this piece of paper.
You did. Hal deliberately kept a topic off of this paper so that I would not know what it is.
I just thought it felt very appropriate for where we are here in the city of Philadelphia. This topic was suggested by 3 different people, none of whom were me.
Okay.
Question is,
I'm so scared.
best sports mascot.
I'm not just gonna say the Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, that's all you have to say.
The Philly Fanatic.
Name one that's better.
Smokey.
Who's Smokey?
Smokey, the University of Tennessee Volunteers. He invented the sledding down the stairs of the arena on a he really injured himself, the guy that was doing it, you guys. Yeah, it was not a good idea to be like, let's just put a sled down the arena.
Do you really want to pick the Johnny Knoxville of sports mascots over someone who will show up at your house with a hot dog cannon and fire it into your face?
Wait, he'll do that at your house?
He'll do it anywhere.
The Philly
He's
Fanatic.
everywhere.
I mean, Mr. Met is pretty great.
No, he's not.
He's a giant baseball head.
He's not.
I'm going to get killed in this town if I don't say the Philly Fanatic. All right, it's the Philly Fanatic. Asked and answered.
Thank you.
That felt so dirty. Nobody even
But
clapped.
it's right.
That felt dirty.
Because they all know. It's the Philly Fanatic. He's the best sports mascot on the planet. He's better than the San Diego Chicken.
We'll come back to this.
Who
one.
wasn't even, he didn't even start.
What
as a
about those
sports
3
mascot.
presidents that run the bases?
What, Teddy Roosevelt and Lincoln and Washington?
Yeah.
At the Nationals games?
Yeah.
They're just entertainment. They're not the mascot. You need like Wally the Green Monster or Youppi, Big Shot. I miss Big Shot. In Philadelphia, for people who are
I feel like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
there used to be the 76ers had a mascot. Now it's Franklin the dog. Before that, it was Hip Hop the rabbit. Before that, it was like just a blue blob of toxic waste called Big Shot. He had lost all of it. All of his hair on the top of his head was gone. He wore sunglasses.
So it was just a balding, middle-aged mascot?
He looked like if Sam Kinison and one of the Fraggles had a child.
All right, you know what?
Shot.
Objectively, I think it is the Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, of course it is.
All right, it's the Philly Fanatic. Asked and answered. All right, Philadelphia. We have a microphone right here. You know what? I'll just...
Mark is, for those of you listening at home, Mark is trying to free a mic from a mic stand.
Does anyone have, this is our lightning round. We like to do this when we end our live shows when we have done a clean slate episode. If you have a topic that you would like instantly decided.
What is your name?
You have to come slightly down this way.
Lean in. Come on in. Okay.
Beard, mustache, or sideburns?
All right. And that was Paul Sabourin, everybody?
Paul Sabourin for beard, mustache, or sideburn.
If that sounds like a product that he's pitching.
Hi, I'm Paul Sabourin for beard, mustache, or sideburns. I'm an Elvis fan, so I'll say sideburns.
And I'm a fan of hiding my face till I lose more weight, so I'll say a beard.
A beard is way more versatile. You can do more things with a beard.
Yes.
Carve things into it and whatnot.
Carve things into it.
Yeah, you can like, shape it.
What am I going to a Rusted Root concert? You want me to carve tribals into my beard?
Is it beard?
It is beard.
It's beard. Asked and answered.
Asked and
Send me on my
answered.
way. All right, what's next?
This gentleman, come on down. There's no way it will reach.
Ranch versus blue cheese on wings.
Ranch versus blue cheese on wings.
On wings.
Yeah.
But he says blue cheese is the right
I feel like
answer.
it's blue cheese.
I think a good buffalo wing, you don't need anything but the sauce. But if I was going to dip it in something, I probably would do blue cheese because it's got a little more flavor to it.
Plus you get those little chunks.
Ranch just feels like last resort.
Yeah. Ranch is what you
For
put on
anything
things
and
that you
everything.
don't feel like eating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just like, well, I don't want to eat this. Just put ranch on it.
Yes.
Right.
That's it. Blue
All right.
cheese.
Blue cheese. Asked and answered. Who else has one? Anyone else got one?
Anyone.
All right. In the back.
Over there.
Just shout it out. If you're buying a tent at Walmart, do you read reviews about it? There's no way this is not a specific thing that has happened to you.
I feel like we've crossed into McElroy territory now.
I know.
We're just giving out advice.
Yeah, you read the reviews.
Always
right?
read the reviews because they're hilarious.
I have spent so much time standing in the aisles of Target, reading reviews of products when I have two in front of me and I will decide on which one.
Do you go solely on the reviews?
I go not solely on the reviews. I take them into account. I also go on the number of reviews. So if a thing has 4 stars and 6,000 reviews versus a thing that has 5 stars from one person. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Yes. Read the reviews.
Read the reviews.
Asked
Always
and
read the
answered.
reviews.
Anyone else? Anyone going once? Anyone else going twice? That's our show. Thank you to everyone who has asked questions. You can applaud. And that only leaves us to say that there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us on Twitter at We Got This Tweets. Check out the Maximum Fun subreddit, or
You can find us an email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or go to the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/We Got This Podcast. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks as always to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song respectively. And thanks to you, our 90,000 strong. And to all of you listening at home, thank you for giving us a chance to sit here and discuss important things with you.
And thank you to the Philly Podcast Fest for bringing us out here to do this show. Thank you to Daniela and everybody here at the Philly Improv Theater for doing such a great job. Made it so easy for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much to be here in front of you guys coming home to do shows. I really can't say how much it means to me.
That's right. Well, for Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody.
We got this.
We got this.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Beginning this summer, you can listen to new episodes of Inside Pop every other week for an even deeper dive inside the world of pop culture.
Now, we're still bringing you our brilliant insight, always on the nose opinions, and insidery inside information on the most interesting pop culture stories of the week.
And we'll also have interviews with the pop culture professionals who create the culture you crave.
For example, we'll speak to casting directors about how they find the right talent for the right role.
We'll talk to music supervisors about how they choose the music to create the right mood.
And we'll grill producers who'll discuss what exactly a producer does.
Oh man, Sean, how many times has someone said to you, oh, you're a producer, so what do you actually do?
So many times.
Same here. So make sure to catch Inside Pop every other Wednesday on Maximum Fun to indulge your pop culture obsessions.
And to hear in-depth interviews from the movers and the shakers in TV, music, film, and more.
Hi, I'm Paula Poundstone.
And I'm Adam Felber.
Adam, I haven't gotten one thing done today.
Well, let me see your to-do list. Yeah. Well, here. Make 30-second promo for Nobody Listens to Paula Poundstone, so at least you're getting that done.
Score!
Except you haven't said what the show's about.
We're like a comedy field guide to life, starring me and you. I give useful advice, and we have real experts to talk about things like how to keep a friend or what to do when you encounter a bear.
Bully for you, but you haven't said where people can find the show.
Oh, MaximumFun.org or wherever you find your podcasts.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture. Artist owned.
Listener supported.